this was the perfect man when I said paying all the bills for 4 years straight, taking care of me, taking care of my children, never saw a flaw, couldn't say nothing.
Get my shit back, bro. I don't want to be part of you no more. That shit seems like it got something to do with me and it don't.
He's trying to use her history, her past against her right now. He's trying to weaponize it against her. Again, an example of how men try to weaponize women's vulnerabilities against them. This shit here, man. The internet never ceases to amaze me with how people really get on here and just be going through things and they be sharing it with us. And I'm amazed that people are that willing to share these stories with us. You know, I get some of them because, you know, you see that there is a need to share because you could help somebody else, you can protect somebody. But in a lot of these scenarios, it don't even be that. It just be people just be sharing their stories. And I'd be shocked, but this is one of those stories. So on the caption on this video, she was saying that he wanted his ring back because she caught him cheating with the dude. And he is blaming her for him cheating on her with the man because she was a dom at one point in time. She was involved in SW work, or she was involved in SW. She was in SW for a period of time while they were together. And he is trying to blame her for him cheating on her with a man. She catches him, and this is his reaction. He was crashing out.
Get my shit back, bro. I don't want to be part of you no more. That shit seems like it got something to do with me and it don't. I don't have no connection to you. Give it back. Give it back now. Give me my stuff back now, bro. I don't want that ring on you no more. Give it back, bro. That shit for me. You trying to front it like I love you. I don't. Give it back, bro. Get my shit back now, bro. Okay. I want my stuff back now.
There you go.
Get my stuff back now.
So he's clearly upset. Him upset. You know, he crashing out, he got caught, and him upset that he got caught. But yeah. So that's where I came in. That's how I found it, because I saw this video and I was like, that's odd. So I looked on her page. Full disclosure, I don't know if this story is true or not. People have been coming after me talking about some of these stories are fake. Like, I don't freaking know. I just investigate to the best of my ability. I'm not some damn crack investigator. I do my investigation. I vet as well as I can. I would never intentionally share a story that I think is fake with y'all, because it's not even, I don't have to. I've shared so many of these stories that are real. Why would I ever need to share a fake one? You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But I watched this story. Seems like it's real to me. So I'm sharing it with y'all because it's pretty interesting.
I want to speak my truth. This is my truth. And I honestly don't care how nobody else feels. I was young. I was a single mom with 4 children, forced to provide for them by myself. So I started to engage in fetishes and other things for money. I met my child's father, and we was together for 4 years. I ended up telling him, you know, the things I had done. And I asked him if he had any secrets. I asked him, is there anything that I needed to know, anything that he wanted to tell me before we got serious, because he had engaged to me. I mean, he had asked me to marry him, so we had got engaged, and I told him, you know, anything. That was everything that I could think of. Fast forward, I found out that he explored his sexuality, and
AKA he cheated on her.
He expected me to accept that because he accepted me exploiting myself, or you know, doing things of that nature. So I feel like that's something that he should have told me in the beginning. That's something that I shouldn't have to wait until after we had a child, until after we was too far in to make a decision for myself. So, like, yes, cheating is cheating. He's saying that because he cheated with a man don't make it no different than what I did.
Now, I don't know. I don't know about that. Like, I don't care if, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to debate on if it's worse if he cheated with a man. I think cheating is cheating. Um, you know, I think cheating is cheating. So, yeah. I don't I don't even care to have the conversation of if he should tell her that he is bisexual or anything. Again, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you should, to be honest with you, because it's just, why not be honest with the person that you're with? You know what I mean? Um, from that standpoint, I don't know if it's morally wrong or right. I don't know. I don't know about any of that. But I definitely think that he's trying to use her history, her past against her right now. He's trying to weaponize it against her. Again, an example of how men try to weaponize women's vulnerabilities against them. He is trying to say, oh, you used to be an SW. So what is the big deal with me sleeping with a man? Like, how are those two things while we're together, by the way? Like, not when you weren't with me, while we're together, right? So the thing that was a little confusing though was when I listened to this video, she didn't say that she participated in SW sex work while she was with him. She said it, if I'm not mistaken, the way that it sounds in this part is as if it happened prior to their relationship, him and her. But but in the next videos you'll see that I guess she clears it up to some extent.
Cheating is cheating. Cheating is wrong. It don't matter who or how, who cheated first. Nothing make it right. But when you decide to take it further, like exploring your sexuality, that's something that I should know. Like, it's not equivalent to being an escort and being gay. What's worse? Y'all tell me, like, do that?
I don't think either are bad. Um I don't think either is bad. Asking which one is worse is, I don't know. I don't. What's worse is if you hide either thing from your significant other. That's the bad thing, which he did and she didn't, because she told him before they got into the relationship that she, was an SW. So she was being honest. That's the thing. That's the most important. I don't. She's Her thing is that he's gay or that he's bi or whatever the case may be. Again, I don't know why that's the biggest um problem here for her, but to each their own.
I make it right what he did. He stepped out on me for a man. I stepped out on him to make money while we was going through hard times for bills. So I'm not saying that that's okay.
See, see what I'm saying? Initially, she made it seem like she told him prior to them being in a relationship. Now she's saying she stepped out on him because they were struggling financially, and she did that so she can make money. She wasn't exploring herself, right? She was doing it to make money. That's the way that I interpreted this. But she also didn't say that she did it while they were together. But she did come clean about it, I guess is the point.
Escort and being gay. What's worse? Y'all tell me, like, do that make it right what he did? He stepped out on me for a man. I stepped out on him to make money while we was going through hard times for bills. So I'm not saying that that's okay, because regardless it's wrong, but I was honest and I told him that I was in desperate times and desperate need, and I did certain things to make sure we was able to provide for our children. Okay? He stepped out on me and came back with nothing. So at the end of the day, that's wrong.
I think if I'm not mistaken, she I think she didn't step out on him. She stepped out on her other dude before him. And she told him before they got into a relationship that that's what she did, because she said before they got together, she was like, is there anything I need to know? And then she told him this stuff. That's the way that you know what I mean? Like, it's a little confusing. I'm trying to parse it out, but that's what it sounds like.
Wrong. I didn't know. 4 years, we had a kid. We was engaged to be married. Like, I didn't know nothing. Like, I never had no clue in the world that this was what you liked. And after you told me it was just a phase, that it was just something that you experienced and it was done, it would never happen again. It happened again. So what do I do now? Like, I'm contemplating life. I'm contemplating, like, who I am, questioning myself as a woman, my sexuality. Like, I know who I am. Like, why do I have to allow that? You know, like, I'm not. So now I'm at a place where I'm trying to heal. Like, I lost 40 pounds during this situation. I lost myself during this situation. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I feel like I don't have to, like, be with him. You know, obviously he don't want to be with me, so still telling me or still trying to gaslight me and manipulate me into thinking that all this happened because of me is weird. Like, no, that been on your heart, that been who you is, and that's okay. Like, I love you for who you are, but if we supposed to be married, if we supposed to be together for the rest of our life, why is you hiding this from me? Why I can't know? Why I can't see it? Why I can't engage in these activities with you if these are the things that you like and I'm supposed to be your wife?
Like, that seems like the bigger problem here is that he's not being open with her. To me, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Like, I think maybe that's what she's saying. But she did ask the question, is it worse to be an SW or gay? And I'm like, I don't think it's bad to be either, but I think it's bad to be a liar, though. I think that's the thing that we got to focus on.
It don't make sense. So I'm done. I want to be out, but it's so many things that's tied to him, like my son. I just don't know how to live with myself, even just going on with day-to-day life. It's hard.
So at this point, he's just trying to gaslight her, like she said, and he's trying to flip everything onto her and make it seem like the reason why he's doing this is because at one point in time she was a sex worker. Again, that is fucking wicked work. That is so wicked to try to blame her for this. This is that is very, very disgusting and not uncommon.
This was the perfect man when I said paying all the bills for 4 years straight, taking care of me, taking care of my children. Never saw a flaw. Couldn't say nothing, you know, nothing wrong about this person. So it's just a hard pill to swallow. And in all actuality, I don't know what to do besides, you know, continue to be strong for my children and be numb to reality at this point. This all I know, you know, this all I've known. So I don't know.
And that's odd that she said that he was a perfect man because he paid all the bills, but whatever though. But she said she never saw like any flaw. She never, saw any red flags or whatever. So this does feel like she was blindsided by it. And that's got to be really tough. That's got to be really tough to, yeah, that's crazy to have to experience that, just to be blindsided by that. Not only you got cheated on, but then you find out it's a secret on top of a secret. So in that regard, I understand what she's saying. I do. Because that's a big secret to hide from your intimate partner, is that you like people of the same sex or whatever the case may be, and you actually indulged in, said activities or whatever. So I feel her, and I really do hope things pan out for her and her child. And for the man too, I hope he bounces back and whatever. But yeah, he needs therapy. He was crashing out way too hard. And it was just another example of a man getting caught and like crashing out really hard. Even after a man gets caught, that's like when things get really dicey for women. And because the embarrassment of being caught, the anger, the rage, all of that stuff. I'm happy that she's safe and her child's safe and she made it out of it. She made it out, fairly intact, physically, I should say.